Hi, my name is Jenna, and I'm going to be sharing my two-word testimony with you. My first word to describe my life before I was walking with Christ would be restless. My story kind of starts when I was in about 8th grade. I'd always grown up with a loving, supporting family, and we'd always gone to church, been Christian. I was baptized when I was a baby, and I was baptized when I was 12. So I knew exactly who God was, but it wasn't real to me. It wasn't my own. It wasn't my relationship. So in about 8th grade, I had a core group of friends, and we did everything together, and we just kind of lived life how we wanted to, when we wanted to, and we just did whatever we wanted to. I wasn't walking with God by any means, and by freshman year, I was involved in a handful of clubs: cheerleading, track, choir. I was on the homecoming court, so I was just surrounded by people all the time, and yet I felt so alone. I just didn't have anyone to turn to, and I just felt like there was a void in my heart that nothing could replace. I would turn to partying and drinking and boys, and just my friends, they just didn't understand, and I didn't even understand what was happening. Nothing could really just substitute what was supposed to be in my heart, and I just knew that it had to do something with God. I'd heard something about God, but I just never wanted to let go of my life. I wanted to have control. Fall break of about freshman year, I went to Minnesota for college visits with my brother. While I was up there, I saw kind of a comedy show, kind of like this Christian guy who just really showed me what it meant to be alive. And to be fully alive, you had to be walking with Christ. While I was up there, I met some amazing people who just really helped shape my view of what life should look like. And it just had me in awe and disbelief how people who could have so much less than I have be so content with life and just be filled with joy and happiness. And I wanted that. So I came back to school and life just alive and just revived and really happy. But we all sin and we all fall short of God's glory. And I fell back into my old transgressions, and I resided to drinking again, and I was just not in a good state of mind. But summer going into sophomore year, I decided I needed to make a change and really buckle down in my relationship with God. So I joined a church, and I am actively in there, and I have a good group of friends who just support me. And I just really realized that when you're walking with God, He gives you brand new eyes, and He opens so many doors that it's just amazing. And I have fully been changed by God. And I think that my second word to describe my life and my walk with Christ is purposeful.